I knew when I was young that I was good, but it's also a long way to go. Of course, my dream is to become one of the best players in the world.
Erling Haaland is the biggest player in football right now, and his spending is on the next level. He owns not one, but two private jets, a $500,000 watch that only 50 people in the world own, and is rumored to be buying a $15 million island because why not? So let's dive into the craziest, stupidly expensive stuff Erling Haaland owns that will literally blow your mind.
I will not complain about my life. I'm a famous person. People know who I am.
This guy once dropped 500 grand on a single night in Greece. We're talking about endless champagne, 5-star meals, and a $30,000 tip for the staff. That's more than most of us make in a year. Haaland earns about $1.15 million per week, which adds up to a ridiculous $57.37 million per season. And what does a guy like that do with all that cash? He buys his Supercar collection, of course. First up is the Ferrari Monza SP2, $1.8 million. This ruthless beast isn't just any car. There are only 500 in the world. It goes from 0 to 62 miles per hour in 2.9 seconds. If you're not already feeling poor, wait till you hear this. Zlatan owns one too. Next is the Rolls-Royce Cullinan, worth $382,440. We're talking luxury on wheels. Despite weighing over 2.7 tons, this thing can reach 155 miles per hour. Haaland's out here rolling in style, and he's not the only one. Ronaldo has one too. But of course, he also owns a Range Rover, which cost him about $152,976, because you can't just drive any old car in England when you're Haaland, right?
I didn't say that, you said that, but okay.
This thing goes from 0 to 62 miles per hour in 4.3 seconds. Fast enough to outrun the paparazzi, I'm sure. When Haaland felt like he had too many cars, he decided to switch gears. No, not into a faster car. He went straight for a private island. I'm not talking about renting a little beach spot for a vacation. No, this guy was like, I'm buying an island because why not? While I'm out here wondering if I can get a decent deal on an IKEA bookshelf, Haaland's out here negotiating for a $50 million island in Honduras. It's called Black Rock Cay Island, and the rumor is that it'll be his next big purchase.
I was thinking, this is a good thing, but also on the other side, it's nothing compared to others,
And by the way, this island's so exclusive, only the 1% could even consider buying it. And guess what? He's not the only one in this club. None other than Zlatan Ibrahimovic has his own island bought in 2012. Apparently, buying an island is a requirement if you're a football legend. Haaland's plan? He's not just chilling there, he wants to build a luxury resort.
It was two in my dreams, it was nice.
So he's not just spending money like it's water, he's got the future of vacationing all figured out. But before we dive into more of Haaland's outrageous purchases, let's talk about his watch collection. And when I say watch collection, I'm talking about a collection that costs over $1 million. Yeah, you heard me, $1 million. This guy's got the kind of watches that scream, I make more in a week than most people make in a year. He's got a Rolex Starbucks, which costs about $19K, a Rolex Hulk for $28K, and a Rolex Smurf for $47K. But wait, that's just the appetizer. Let's get to the real meat of the collection.
Why not?
One of his most ridiculous pieces is a Rolex with 36 trapeze-cut diamonds. Only a couple of people in the world own this, including LeBron and Neymar. I mean, if that's not flexing, I don't know what is. And then there's the $300K beautiful titanium Royal Oak Perpetual Calendar. This piece is so exclusive that only 300 copies exist ever. So if you're like me, wondering how you get your hands on something like that, you're out of luck. Haaland's already done it, but his real showstopper? A $350K Royal Oak watch released to celebrate the 20th anniversary of the line. Imagine dropping that much on a watch. Meanwhile, I'm out here trying to figure out how to afford rent. But let's keep going, because of course, he also has a private jet. I mean, who needs a car when you can just fly over traffic?
So you have to see the positive things and keep going on that.
Haaland's jet cost him $2.5 million. Yeah, $2.5 million. And guess what? He actually uses it. Apparently, Erling's got a thing for Spain. And why not? I mean, the guy's got a mansion in Marbella that cost him a mind-blowing $7.12 million. Meanwhile, I'm just trying to find an affordable Airbnb in Spain that won't leave me in debt for the next decade. Before Erling even hit the big 2-1, he was already making smart moves in Spain, thanks to his dad who decided to invest in the town of Malaga. No one knows much about this first property, but his agent, Mino Raiola, confirmed it. Around the same time, Erling was vacationing in Marbella with his family and casually said, "I will play here in Spain." And of course, that caused a huge stir. Fans everywhere started freaking out, thinking he was about to ditch Borussia Dortmund for his Spanish club. Then, in the spring of 2022, Erling just casually confirmed those rumors by dropping a cool $7.12 million on a mansion in Marbella. I mean, this place is huge, 22,507 square feet of pure luxury. It's got everything, a big living room, a sauna, and an outdoor area that would make any summer lover jealous. There's a massive pool, an outdoor shower, because why not, and a garden with enough seating for a small army. Oh, and wait for it, 4,000 square feet of the mansion is underground. Yep, underground. You know, just to keep things extra private and secure for the world-famous soccer star. Because clearly Erling's not about to let anyone peek into his life.
Yeah, also enjoy. Whoa, we're close now. I'm enjoying my life, working hard and smiling.
But then came the big career move. After 2 seasons in Germany with Borussia Dortmund, Erling joined Manchester City FC on a big, fat contract. And of course, a new mansion was in order. There were rumors that he was eyeing Manchester United's Paul Pogba's epic mansion in Cheshire, worth around $3.8 million. This place had a heated swimming pool, a sauna, a gym, and even an indoor football pitch called the PP Arena, with LED lights and a scoreboard. Sounds pretty fancy, right? But it turns out, Erling wasn't interested in country living. He picked city life instead, and Pogba ended up renting out the mansion for a cool $8,000 a week. As for where Erling is living now in Manchester, well, details are a bit hazy. But some reports say his home has a cryotherapy chamber that cost him $60,000. You know, just a casual $60,000 for chilling in ice baths. And if that wasn't enough, Erling made another move recently, going back to Norway. He bought a $3.28 million apartment in Oslo. Not much is known about the place, except it has 3 bedrooms and is in the same building as the super exclusive Somero Hotel, owned by billionaire Peter Stortelen. Security is a big deal for Erling, and he's apparently got it covered 24/7. Given his hectic schedule, this apartment is probably the perfect spot for him to relax and recharge. And how can we forget about Erling's dedication to football? Yeah, it's not just a hobby, it's his life. I mean, even when he's on holiday, the guy's still got football on his mind. How do we know? Well, for starters, his mansion's got its very own football pitch. Yeah, that's right, a full-on football field right next to his swimming pool. Because why not? When you're Erling Haaland, why settle for a regular backyard when you can practice your shots while staring at your private yacht?
To set my goals very high, and that's what I've been doing my whole life.
Speaking of yachts, the man's got one of those too, cruising around on the water like he's the king of every element, land, sea, and air. Seriously, at this point, the only thing he's missing is a private jet. Oh wait, he probably has that too. After his luxurious vacation in France and Spain, this footballer just had to hit Italy for a change of scenery. I mean, why not? It's not like he doesn't have the whole world at his feet, literally. He posted a couple of photos on Instagram showing him and his buddy, Eric Botheim, just chilling on a super yacht. You know, just your average day for a football superstar. And of course, he wasn't alone. His girlfriend Isabel joined him, sporting a black swimsuit and looking like she was ready for the cover of Vogue Yacht Edition. Meanwhile, our guy was probably just lounging around, soaking up the good life and making us all question why we're still trying to figure out how to pay for lunch.
It's magic, I don't know.
Now, don't get it twisted though. This isn't GTA, where you can use cheat codes to magically drive your sports car into the ocean. Nope, Erling knows the grind, the hustle. He's worked hard for all this. But here's the thing, when he's out there living his best life, splashing cash like he's in a music video, there's one thing Erling loves even more than his fancy toys, and that's his teammates. Yep, you heard that right. The man's got loyalty. When he made the big money move to Manchester City, he didn't forget where he came from. His time at Borussia Dortmund truly put him on the world map, and to show his gratitude, he did something that'll make any worker's jaw drop. The man gifted every single player on the team a Rolex watch worth $15,000 each. Imagine that. You go to work and your boss hands you a $15,000 gift. I'd probably never leave that job. Seriously, where do I sign up? But wait, there's more. Erling didn't stop there. He also hooked up the entire ground staff and other workers with a sweet $7,000 Omega watch. Let's be real, if my boss ever gave me a gift like that, I'd be sending thank you notes for weeks. In fact, Haaland's not just killing it on the football field, he's out here flexing his brand deals like a pro. This guy has turned his name into a money-making machine, locking in partnerships with some of the biggest brands in the world. First up, he's signed with Nike, and let's just say they're paying him about $16 million a year. That's right, Nike is practically begging him to wear their shoes, and I get it, because if I were Nike, I'd want the guy who scores goals like it's his hobby to wear my sneakers too. Then there's his deal with EA Sports, which adds another $11 million to his bank account every year. Imagine being the face of FIFA. They practically print money. Red Bull and Tag Heuer are also getting in on the action, tossing another $5 million his way. He's got so many brands throwing money at him, he might start using it to build his own theme park. Now let's talk about fashion. Haaland's wardrobe is as extra as his football skills. Italian luxury brand Dolce & Gabbana jumped on the Haaland bandwagon first, and it's clear why. The guy knows how to wear expensive clothes like they're a second skin. He's been spotted rocking their bright yellow swimming trunks, flashy tracksuits, and even gold chains with the iconic D and G attached. Because why not announce to the world that you're wearing a designer? Oh, and we can't forget about those pajamas. They're loud, colorful, and ridiculously expensive. If you thought you were balling in your PJs, think again. Erling's sleepwear probably costs more than your entire wardrobe. But hey, if you're getting paid millions to wear it, why not? So, what do you think about Haaland's ultra-rich lifestyle? Is it all just a bit too much, or does it seem like the ultimate dream come true? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more over-the-top celebrity lifestyles and all things fabulous.